Hello, welcome back. This is Mary from Around the Craft Room. Well, how many of you remember the series that I did that was with the Advent calendars? I think I did several of those on YouTube, but I did the complete series, the 24 days, on Instagram too. So if you'd like to go over and check out my Instagram and see what I did. And I did these all different. They're an Advent calendar that is especially made for card makers, but I used it for scrapbooking and junk journaling and all kinds of different things is what I used it for. And so I've got all these dies, a lot of them dies. There is some stamps. There was a few stamps and stuff, but the majority of these were little small dies. And so I've been keeping them in a tote like this. I'm going to show you. And I've kept them on this, and this has worked pretty good, but it's kind of hard to go through here and see which ones there is and how many different dies. So I've liked this, but at the same time, as crafters, we're always looking for a different way of doing things. Anyway, I wanted to go and find another way to keep all these little dies, and I was in a scrapbook store a couple of weeks ago, and I found this art bin box, and I've seen these before, and I think they're really neat boxes, and I think this would be a nice handy box for the way I would like to keep these organized. And so I've bought one of these boxes, but no, I did not buy it at the scrapbook store. I found this one on Jen Lee's Schoolcraft, which I'll link below, for a little over $8. It was a nice price, and I did buy the extra magnet sheets that went with it. I don't think they have any more of those on their website, but you can also get them on Amazon if you need extra sheets. So I got some extra sheets, and I got this really nice bin. So this is the way I'm going to reorganize all my little dies. I've got these, this is I don't know what size this is. Let me get a tape measure and measure this. Okay, these are about 9, well, not quite 9, almost 9 by 7. Of course, they've got the handle cut out, so this part right here would be 6. So that's a good size mat of their magnets. So that's a good size magnet sheet to put my dies and stuff on. So I'm going to reorganize my dies and put them in here. And I think that's going to be kind of neat to put this on. So these are like magnets, magnet sheets. The back of them are not, but I'm going to see about putting a different, I may even put this on the back of it, because I've got lots of, like when I make extra things like this, I might want to put something on the back of it here so I can show you, or I can remember what I've got. Now, the reason I'm doing this, one of the reasons I'm doing this is I want to be able to use these in my other upcoming videos where I could just refer back to. This would be day 2020 in the 2025 Advent calendar. So this is what I'm attempting to reorganize and do. And you know what? I think this would be really cute. Of course, as a crafter, I've got to cover up the front here. So I think I'm going to put something on the front, which I think I'm going to use. Let me get one of these out. So I think I'm going to take this box that I'm done with and just lay this up here for a template and cut around and use this as the front of my box, either inside or on the outside, whichever works. So I think I'll do that. Hang in there and I'll show you what I do next. I've started putting my dies on these magnet boards, and I've just went to the Cricut and I cut out a bunch of days and then the dates. I think I should have made these smaller, but I think they will work fine. Plus, if you put them on here and they're too big, you can also just lay your dies on top of them. It won't hurt anything. They'll work perfectly fine. So I've just started with just a random days on here because a lot of the days in the Advent calendar, well, not a lot of them, most of them have dies, but some of them have things like They had some sequins one day. They had some stencils, things like that. So I've just taken a transfer paper, going to put the day on there, and then I will just come back in and get whichever day I'm working on. Like, I think I'll just do a day over here, and then I'll just put the day here like this, and then I might put, like, I don't know, maybe day 3 up here, and then I just lift that up, go back and get a 3 off of my paper, and put it down over here. And then I will put the dies that goes with 3, which is this one, down here. And then in the back, I've also got these already pre-cut out. So on the back, I'm just going to put the ones that, what they look like once they're already cut out. I was originally going to put some of these envelopes, clear envelopes or something on the back, so I can add like cards or whatever I have that I made with the dies. But after I got to thinking, I think that's going to make too much bulk in my little box. And so I think I'm just going to organize them like this. And then I might go back in and, you know, make a binder or something with extra cards or things like that that I make. But this, for now, is what I'm going to be doing. So organizing that, I'll probably put like 2025 up here so I know what year these were. And then, yeah, I'll come back and show you what I've got done. I've got all my 2025 dies put on here, and this is the way I'm going to store them. I'm getting ready to do the 2024, and I'm going to put them, I'm going to make the letters on them a little bit smaller. So I've cut these out on the Cricut. So I was wondering how anybody else organizes their dies. Let me know in the comments below. I'm going to get ready to organize my 2024, and then I'll be back and show you when I finish. I have finished putting the 2024 dies on these magnet sheets and getting ready to put them in the box here. This one, day 14, is this really cute little puppy dog. And the reason I have so many pieces is they were missing this piece when I finished the whole series, and I tore my box apart because I thought maybe it was lost down in the box, but it wasn't. It was missing this part. And I just contacted Spellbinders, and they gave me a whole new little die set, which was really nice. All I had to do was contact them. Anyway, I've just finished putting all my dies on these magnet boards, and then I'm going to put them in the box. And meanwhile, I have took the box that I was talking about, the front of the box, and have cut out the piece to go on the front of this, which I think I'm just going to put it in here, so it will be in the front of the box like that. I think it'll make the box look just cuter, just an idea, because I think that is really cute like that. So I'm just going to take some glue dots and glue that into the front of my box, and this will be how I organize. I would love to know how anybody else organizes them. I'm hoping that this will help me use them a little bit more, and it will be easy to get to, plus it will be fit on my shelf real well. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye.